What is up, Rad Potential YouTube? I'm Mr. Rad, and it is finally time to take the REW swapped Crazy Turbo RX8 on the journey that I built it for, which is to reset. Alright guys, I'm going to interrupt you at the beginning of the video here. Now I need more parts for my green RX8. But it's not the parts you think I'm going to need, okay? I need an interior, a few other bits. We did not crash it. However, I needed some seats, so I bought a whole RX8. I found a 40th anniversary RX8 for sale in Kansas, and we're road tripping to Kansas to get an interior, i.e. the whole car, because with RX8s, if you need a control arm, you just buy the control arm and it comes attached to a whole car. So we're going to get a parts car. I didn't wreck my green RX8. I'm sorry, I clickbaited you a little bit. I don't know. It's my first time being a traditional clickbaity YouTuber, so let me know how I did, but I kind of feel a little bad. I don't know. It is what it is. But I'll prove it to you. The green car is perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. The clip you saw is the intro. Just filmed it. We're all good. Runs great. 400 horsepower RW swapped RX8. Ready to set the Cannonball Run record, but I'm not going to tell you when I'm doing that. We're just going to do that. And now let's go get a 40th. It's sick. 1 of 1,000. I'm so pumped. All right, guys, we've made it to Kansas. We're here with Andrew, previous owner of the 40th anniversary RX8 we're picking up. And we have a little bit of a fun challenge trying to get this on the trailer. So I don't have like an incredible winch system, but I do have the four-wheeler. So we got some pulleys and stuff, snatch blocks. We're gonna use our smarter everyday knowledge and get this thing on the trailer. But I'm stoked we kind of walked around it already, so I'll walk you guys around it. And then, you know, how long did you own it?
I picked it up from my buddy about a couple weeks. It'll be 3 years.
Okay. 3 years, and I know you were telling me in the messages that it had been like all over the place before, right?
Yeah, the first guy was in the military. He got deported over to Germany for a while, brought it over there with him, took it on the ring.
That's rad. So it's super cool to like, obviously the car's not going to live on necessarily this chassis, but a lot of the parts are. So it's neat to be around something with such an interesting story. Like this car drove at the Nürburgring, which is just wild to think about that here in Kansas, which I live in the middle of nowhere. This is very much pretty, I mean, we're like in town here, but it's pretty desolate on the interstate coming in. There's not a lot out there. Crazy how far things come. Super nice. Doors still open. 40th anniversary interior, which is the hot ticket item here. Going in the green car. Heated seats, the cool thing, which I didn't even notice. Or at least in the pictures. White backed shift knob. So I'm pumped with that. And the steering wheel's in good shape. Doesn't have a lot of like fingernail scratch marks. That's all. Mine's all tore up. And of course, it doesn't matter if your RX8's in a museum. It's going to have a cracked dash. It's just how it is. No nav. Spare speakers. Some spats. Unfortunate altercation with this was a Toyota RAV4 versus a minivan like my FD, but totaled cars seem to find me. So I think the lower control arm is broken. Clean off down there, so we'll try to figure out some sort of a dolly. I brought some wheels we can put on it, and then maybe if I can get this pried out of here, that might roll to some extent. If I can somehow strap the strut to where it's not going to like bend the wheel out. So I've got a keen bit of engineering to do, but I think we'll get this on the trailer. At a minimum, he said it still cranks, so we'll put the ignition coils back on it, and we could probably just fire it up and drive it on the trailer, in all honesty. I know he did say the battery is dead, but we can get some jumper cables on it if need be. Alright guys, so I come along this front fender to the back of the trailer, and I got the tire clear. The brake was a little seized. We got that freed up. It's still going to try to probably walk backwards when I try to pull it, but ideally if this rolls to some extent, the four-wheeler should get it. And then I jammed a chain. It's real hard to see. We'll see if I can get back to the shop and we strip this thing apart, but there's a chain up there that's holding the control arm to the shock. Prevents the shock from going down past the upper control arm since it's broke and like it doesn't support the weight of the vehicle anymore. So now we're mostly free and clear to try to pull it. So set the ramps up, should just go right on ideally. If not, we'll figure it out. I just come along this thing. I'm out of breath. Come along it to there. He's gonna kick his lights on. Oh, look at that. Now we're gonna hook the four-wheeler up, pull it the rest of the way. My other camera died, so we're just winging it.
It sounded good at least. Let it slide.
It's officially 6 a.m. and we are back to the ranch. Get fired up. I am ready for a morning nap. Good morning. Rocking 3 hours of sleep. Let's walk around the car in the daylight. My goal right now is to get this running so I can drive it off the trailer. I can pull it off the trailer, but we want to drive it. Also, it's cold and windy, so I apologize for a little bit of wind noise, but let's take a look at this thing. You know, the morning after regretful car purchase not setting in. This thing looks tight. I think when it comes to these, like, let's see, wind, probably not too bad. So I think it comes, no, it's probably just gonna be windy. I'll just talk anyways. I think it comes to these like special edition cars. I've never been too keen of like I'm gonna call it a Series 2 wheel, okay, the R3 wheel, like this wheel. I don't really like it because the silver, it's just too, I don't know, Mazda Speed 3. And then the R3 wheels, there's the like bronzy color or whatever they are, it's just, they're the R3 wheel. So when it comes to these, it's like, it's weird to see it in this kind of weird chrome color, I guess. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm rolling 2 hours of sleep. What it all boils down to is, this looks better than I thought. But for a 1 of 1,000 car, I don't really mind the color. I think it looks good. I would really probably never paint a car this color, but it's a really pretty color, very sparkly. And yeah, the spike lug nuts, like what is this, grease lightning? I'm gonna come tear up the fender of a Ford or something. So the hood did not come off while I was, you know, hauling it. It looks like the battery's in there. It looks like we got a K&N, what is that, the Typhoon intake. So we can deal with that. Some glass from the other car. Oh, it's growing something. That's sweet. The Fordias have blue fog lights, so I got one of them. But in theory, it should start. It doesn't look like anything's hitting the crank pulley, or at least, if it is, we're gonna send it anyways. So, let's fire it up. All right, I got the battery charger on it. Hood latch doesn't work, so I'm gonna try to just flip the hood forwards. We gotta put the ignition coils back on it, and then it should start. That should give it some time to charge the battery, I think. I don't know. Neutral drop. Should make that a t-shirt. Neutral drops. Neutral drops the Milwaukee. Sorry, hood, but you're gonna be straighter after this, I promise. Oh yeah. Oh shoot. We don't need that where we're going. Oh, battery is hitting the alternator. It does look like everything else is relatively free. See, this is where I should just go get the we're gonna fire it up, back it off. In a future video maybe, we chain it to a tree and pull the frame straight with a bulldozer to get the engine out. You know? 622, this battery's like brand new. As long as it's not cracked, lead acid. The K&N Typhoon, I think it's fine. We'll have to pull it forward. It didn't, I mean, does it have oil? Brand new oil, I mean, that's brand new. Brand new oil in this thing. Fresh oil filter. Okay, ignition coil install. These are BHR coils, which is rad. Here y'all, more. Look at this. I got RX8 rubber floor mats. Get fired up. The green car is officially gonna be a top tier RX8 after this swap. We're gonna have 1 of 1,000 parts on this deal. We gotta get, these are the BHR. I mean, they're brand new, basically, is what he said. BHR coils, kind of like a hybrid LS stock coil kind of deal. We got more spike lug nuts. Airbag deploy, steering wheel. See these RX8 steering wheels, get these little bites in them, and it's like you nick it with your fingernail. It's really annoying. Bam, ba-bam, bam, ba-bam, bam. And the e-brake doesn't have the button all messed up because I overused my handbrake button and the chrome wore off. Don't let the blue sunshine fool you guys. It's brisk. I would have my Hawaiian shirt on, but 3 hours of sleep, sorry. I would rather be warm than stylish at this point. Guess it doesn't necessarily matter which one of these I put on which, right? It's number 4. Click. Sick. We have basically no volts. Okay, we're gonna remove that battery, and I'm gonna grab the battery from the yellow car and drop it in here. It's a smaller battery, so it should fit. We'll hook it up. Should fire right up. Oh yeah. Now the moment of truth. Does it run? Oh yeah, first time sitting in my 40th anniversary seats. Can we adjust it? Oh yeah, down. Is that with the leather seats, you don't get as much adjustment, or I guess you can't get them as low as the cloth seats, but they look so nice. The other thing I've debated doing, I'm just thinking in my head, is taking this pad off and putting it on a cloth seat. So like taking the base and rebuilding, you know, the color of the 40th seats, but on a cloth so I can get it lower, because see, my head clearance isn't the best I gotta like lean back a little bit. Not the best with the whatchamachangle. Okay. I mean, in theory, it's RX8, starts every time. Alright, I don't want to run it very long because I don't think it has any water in it. So, time to set up the ramps and let's back this thing off the trailer. With no mechanical remorse or sympathy, because it's not like I'm worried about messing up a front lip. It'd probably be less than ideal if I caught that oil cooler on the ground and ran it over, but it runs. Huge win, huge win. Which, I mean, we kind of knew it ran, but I'd never heard it. I just loaded it up. First drive, 1 of 1,000, 40th anniversary at the Rad Ranch. Let's go! No pushing RX8s here. I'm glad I didn't get off and look at that. Why didn't you guys tell me my wheel was falling off? I couldn't even tell. It was just driving like normal. They handle so well on 3 wheels, you'd never know. Man, what a pitiful look for an RX8. Alright, well, I probably ought to put a jack under that. I really want to try to get it, you know, not in the middle of the whole driveway here. Look at that. Just imagine it with the bumper. Like I'm, you know, visualizing this in my head. 40th anniversary. I'm kind of here for it. I'm also, I think I should put these on the green car for now. I think they would look good on the green car. I don't know how they come off, but it spices it up. I got Josh working on like a, we'll call it a more track-oriented fender vent. We're gonna 3D print a new vent for that. I don't really know the final form of it, but as soon as I do, you guys will. Because I'd like to, you know, support the RX8 community, get some cool stuff out there. Oh, dang, okay, well I can only put 2 of the silver things on, so I guess we're not doing it, because these side, he's gone. All right, well, let's move this over here. It should go, you know, I don't know. We'll see. It drove to right there. It drove off the trailer. I mean, yeah, that's what I figured. I was gonna say, if it goes through the radiator, it goes through the radiator. All right, RX8 drives every time, right? I'm sorry, car. I'm just going anyways. Sick. You know, I'll just blow it up before we do anything to it. That wheel stayed straight. Well, that's gonna be the end of this video. I know, quick side quest. We're like content chaos, going for all this top speed car stuff. But when you can buy an RX8 and then sell some parts off of it and get the RX8 for free, you do it. So that's what we're doing. I already got people lined up for a bunch of stuff on this. If you want to check out or need something off of this car, Instagram, rad_potential. I'll post stuff on there if there's things for sale, or go check out the Patreon, because the Patreon is going to see like a lot of the stuff in this get taken apart before there. Patreon's free. You can just go check it up. We also do live streams on Patreon more often than the live streams on the channel. So let's take one last look at this. Look at that. 40th. Yellow. 04 only color. Winning blue. Very common. Meh. We got another blue one, another yellow one. And then the best color of all RX8s, Nordic green. So I'm really stoked. Thank you guys so much for the support on the last live stream on the channel. There was a bunch of guys in there while we built that REW engine. It was super cool. I just wanted to try that. I think for the people who watched it, we have a little bit of some improvements to make, but honestly, it went really well. I think having another person here, or like making the chat text to speech, would be awesome, so you guys could type something and I could just hear it instead of having to read it off of, you know, my projector on the wall. But other than that, I think that's one improvement I'd want to make. Comment below. Are you excited to see the Nordic Green RX8, my REW one? I know I might have thought I wrecked one of my cars like on the Cannonball Run or something, but are y'all excited to see the Green RX8 literally top tier level up? I've like wanted to build the best RX8 you can build for so long. It's not really the opportune time to do it, but in life, timing is one of the things you can just never get right. You just got to always figure it out as you go and be willing to pivot and move around. And let me tell you, the 40th anniversary parts are just a small fraction of a few things I've got coming for this that is going to make this car one of the coolest. The normal person, it's an RX8. Park it next to other RX8s and it's totally different, full of all sorts of cool and rare parts. So I'm stoked. And I have to give also a huge thanks to Andrew. He had posted that interior for sale. I reached out, made him an offer on the whole car, and obviously we got the whole car. So I'm stoked. Let's keep it up. We're literally, that's off the trailer. I got to put the ramp back down. The green car is going on the trailer. The blue car is going on the trailer. The track tires going in the back of the truck. And we're headed to Cars and Coffee in Nashville, and also headed to National Corvette Museum to see if the green car can go faster around the track with the REW engine than with the Renesis. It should, in theory. The only thing right now that it doesn't have going for it is tires. One, because it's cold out, and two, because the R888s are really, they're a few years old. But we'll make it happen. We'll make it happen. So thank you guys so much. Had a bunch of orders coming on the website this week as well, so thank you guys so much. RadPotentialRacing.com if you want to support the channel. Thanks to the Patreon guys. And with that, live a life you don't need a vacation from. I got another 3.5 hour ride, and I'm gonna keep it rad, just driving all over the country. Peace, guys. Thank you so much. Dang. Dang. Just wait. Close your eyes and then reopen them. 40th colors. Maybe a lesser cracked airbag cover. The chrome radio trim. The chrome cluster bezel. The shift knob with the white background. Leveling up, guys. Leveling up. Peace.